Hello. I missed y'all. I missed y'all. It feels like I haven't seen y'all in a while. How many days has it been? Feels like I haven't seen y'all. I'm excited. I'm excited about today's topic. Per use. I'm excited about today's topic. It feels like I haven't seen y'all. Do y'all miss me as much as I miss y'all? I don't think y'all miss me. Do y'all be missing me? I miss y'all. I am excited about today's topic, believe it or not. I'm excited about all of our topics, but today is special. It's special. Today we are talking about the devaluation of self. The devaluation of self, guys. This is big. This is big. Do y'all know that we have the ability to increase our value and decrease our value? We have that ability, no one else. Here's the thing. I've explained this in other lives. Here's the thing. People make a fortune off of us devaluing ourselves. Don't let them know how special they really are. It just allows you to be exploited. It's that simple. Okay. Listen, there are people that are the best painters in the world, right? But they might have a little habit. I've seen it my whole life growing up. I mean, they so good at different stuff, but they got a little habit or whatever. So what do people do? They exploit them. They get them to do Picassos and all this stuff in their house, all this stuff, and giving them like, just 20, 15 bucks, That's a devaluation of self, you know? We have to look at our lives and see where we are devaluing our own gifts, our own self, our own attributes, everything about us. We have to look at ourselves and see where we are causing this devaluation of ourselves. If you are showing up, you are great at whatever it is that you do. You provide a serious income and asset to the company or your own company, whoever. Some people work for themselves, some people work for companies. But if you are working for a company that you are an asset for, you are driving sales, because of how you approach the business, your value is very high. Listen, y'all, let me tell y'all, let me give y'all a quick secret on. I want to talk to the kids too. I want to talk to anybody watching right now. Okay. If you are coming from the bottom, if you are completely broke, starting from the bottom, you are very young, you are a kid. Listen to me, kids, please. All the kids that listen to this live, please listen to what I'm about to say. If you want to be very successful, if you want to get ahead financially, all you have to do is land a job. Let's start there. If you can't land a job because maybe you're too young or maybe you just can't land a job, volunteer. Get somewhere where you can work. All right, let's go through a little fantasy right now. Let's just say I'm 15 and I get a job at 7-Eleven. Just say, we in a fantasy right now. I'm working at 7-Eleven. I'm working hard. Let me tell y'all, this is the key, y'all. Please listen to what I'm about to say. If you are a child, listen to what I'm about to say. You land a job. Let's say you work at 7-Eleven. What's up, Joke? What's going on? Where you chatting in from? Hi. You working at 7-Eleven, right? You work hard. I mean, literally work hard. Don't look at what the other kids your age are doing. Don't do that. You be of value to that company. I'm trying to give you the anecdote on how to be very successful, how to make real money, and how not to devalue yourself. This is the anecdote. See, people go into those environments like, oh, this 7-Eleven, all this Walmart, all this Burger King. And you go into it and you don't give yourself to it. But let me just tell you, just imagine, let's go through a fantasy. Just imagine you give yourself to this. Just imagine you at 7-Eleven, you working hard. You there before everybody else. You leaving after everybody else. You treat the customers like that's your family. You're working hard. Here's a couple things that might happen, all in your benefit, all increasing your value, right? You know how hard it is for companies to find dependable people? I can tell you right now, it's very hard. I can tell you right now, in every industry, it is very hard to find dependable people. So when you're 15 and you're more dependable than Johnny, who's 50, 60 years old, guess who's going to soon be Johnny's boss? You. Look at me, y'all. I'm not playing with y'all. You are soon to be Johnny's boss. And if the owners of 7-Eleven does not value what you're dishing out, that's okay. Somebody will notice. Listen, y'all, people always notice hard work. I'm going to repeat that again. People always notice hard work. Cousin, the Instagram ambassador is in the building. What's up, cousin? Hey, cousin, you ain't heard it from me, but you are requested on the video. They said you keep it real, you real direct. They like it when you come on, cousin. They like it when you come on, Drea. That's what I heard. That's what I heard. Pleased to know you too, JoJo on Bigo. Yo, listen, kids, if you're watching this, land any job. If you can't land a job, volunteer somewhere, work very hard. People are going to notice it. If I'm a business owner and I'm walking into 7-Eleven to get me a drink or coffee or something like that, I'm just walking. I'm not thinking nothing of it. I come in and I see you working hard every day. Guess what? Those people don't play games. When people see hard workers that run businesses, they don't play games. They jump right into it. They get you right away. They give you an offer you can't refuse. So if the manager of 7-Eleven or the owner of 7-Eleven does not recognize your talent and hard work, someone will. You will soon be advancing. This is how you do it. The issue with a lot of people is they get jobs that they feel that they are superior than. They treat it very bad. They do what everybody else does. Listen, y'all, if you want what no one else has, stop doing what everyone else does. Again, if you want what no one else has, stop doing what everyone else does. Y'all come to work and BS, and I'm not doing that. That's not what I do. I'm not tanking the company. For what? How is that fun? How is that fun to just go to work and do absolutely nothing? How are we getting paid? Even if y'all at government-funded sort of places of business, y'all, you don't want them to think, oh, you know what? Cuts are coming. What if cuts come? As y'all see, it's been a lot of government things cut. And they say, you know what? That department does nothing anyway. Let's cut them. No, you don't want your department to be cut because you have taken the approach of doing nothing, thinking you're just going to keep getting paid. Eventually, you will not get paid. That's just the road it goes down, guys. So we are living in a climate right now, especially after COVID, where people are doing the minimum but wanting the most. Do you understand how this is like affecting us? But at the same time, this is your opportunity to really advance. This is your opportunity because everybody's doing the minimum and expecting the most. So if you come with a different approach, this is your opportunity to be in a great position. It's just what it is. You welcome, cousin. You welcome, cousin. So when we talk about the devaluation of self, there's a lot of things going on. It's a lot of things going on. We devalue ourselves in many ways. It's not just about how much we apply ourselves. It's not just about that. We devalue ourselves in many ways. We do. I mean, I'm sure y'all can give me a million reasons or ways you've devalued yourself. I mean, I'm sure we can use our imagination at like, oh my God, I devalued myself in that situation. Oh my God, I was a sucker in that situation. That's a devaluation of self. Anytime you're a sucker in a situation, that's a devaluation of self. You are too amazing. God has made you. Y'all have to remember, y'all have to look in the mirror and say, look, God has made me. There's never been anybody like you. Okay, there's been a lot of similarities. I can assure you there's a lot of similar people that have come. There's no one exactly like you though. God specifically made you. Very specific God was in making you. So if you know how valuable you are, if you are great, if you take whatever you're good at and you really make that an asset to your company or someone else's company, that valuation of self should be very high. It should be. The problem is we personally devalue ourselves. That's the issue. That's the issue that we're dealing with, guys. Our scale. So our scale is going to be from 1 through 10. Okay. Our scale is going to be from 1 through 10. And 1 being you devalue yourself. You do not know the value of yourself. And 10 being you are great at valuing yourself. Where are we? Where are we? Small Frog, what's popping? Miss Promo, what's popping? Where y'all chatting them from? Where y'all chatting them from? It's another lesson. It is. It really is. Y'all, if we are not learning from all the lessons that we are going through, what's the point? Why do people make the same mistakes in every chapter of their lives? Whatever you do at the crossroads, do not turn left. Whatever you do at the crossroads, do not turn left. I kind of like that. I kind of like that advice. Small Frog Gaming. I actually kind of like that advice. That sounds like something I could probably use. Whatever you do, don't go left. Sorry, I don't know if that was supposed to be funny, but it's funny. Yeah, we ain't going left. Whatever you do at the crossroads, do not turn left. We ain't going left. But y'all, listen, y'all. On our scale, we're gonna do 1 through 10. 1, you devalue yourself. You are bad at getting the most for your efforts and your skills. You are bad at it. 10, you totally value yourself and you require and request that. Where are we on the scale? I will let y'all know where I'm at later on in the live. I will let y'all know where I'm at. Y'all, we 7. Okay, Kat. We see you. 7. Now, this is a trick for me. I'm not gonna give y'all my answer until later in the live. But let me just tell y'all something about me and my mom. My mom is a big presence on our lives, as we know. Drea said she's at a 9, still room for improvement. I'm not perfect. Okay, cousin. So let me just tell y'all something about me and my mom. Okay, we do all of our kind of dealings together. You know, we pretty much make decisions together for everything about our businesses and stuff like that. But here's the thing about me and my mom. Any number I say, like say if I say, I don't know, just say whatever we're doing. I don't know. I wanna charge this amount. Whatever number I say, y'all, I promise you, whatever number I say, my mom always wants more. That's the one. She was like, that's just too cheap all the time. Anytime I come up with a number, my mom wants more. Am I devaluing myself? Or am I? See, I'm a big person of giving a deal. I love deals myself. I love giving deals. Am I devaluing myself? Yo, just knowing that when I'm interacting with her, y'all, she always want more. If I say I want to sell this or whatever for $15.99, she gonna say, what? That's 2,000. Like whatever it is. I'm just throwing numbers out there, but like whatever it is, if I say a number, my mom always her brain is thinking higher. Always. I don't care what it is. I don't care if we selling shirts, cheesesteaks, rent price. I don't care what it is. Like I don't care what it is. Her price is always gonna be higher. Am I devaluing myself? I try to give a good deal. I'm probably devaluing myself actually. I don't know. I know how valuable I am, but you know. The blessed place, what's popping? Cousin said, "Yep." So lowballing yourself. Stop. Yeah, I think I'm lowballing myself. You know what? I like deals to go quick. I ain't got time to be waiting around. I need people to be like done. That yeah. I'm on to 50 more deals. I ain't got time to be it's a little high. I ain't got time for that. I don't know. But y'all, it is so many people who are just so skilled and so amazing, and they are super devalued because of self, because of how they value themselves. I've had workers, y'all, when they are sober, they are like a whole different person. They are like they can actually run whatever business it is. They can run it. But when they are high, total devaluation. Like they act different. Whole energy is different. Whole that's it. Listen, y'all. Getting high is an immediate devaluation of self. Do not think no different. Don't let the addiction tell you any different. Okay. You want your brand of you to be the most potent version of it. Okay. The more you dilute and bring down and you're sad, listen, sadness, addiction, all that stuff, misery, being broke, all of that stuff begets more negativity and more, it just makes you go down. It makes your valuation go down. It makes you feel bad about yourself. Nothing makes your evaluation go up better than winning. Find some wins, y'all. Find wins anywhere in your day. Like, yo, sometimes I just I get the win any means that I just call something just to oh get approved. Okay, I just need the win. I just need that win for the day. It just gears you up. I'm so used to being told no, y'all. People don't know this about me, but like I'm so used to not getting my way. I'm so used to being told no. Oh, what's up, cousin Lex? What's going on? What's up, cousin Lex? Yo, listen. I'm so used to being told no. I don't even let it. I'm so used to being told no. I'm shocked when I get a yes. We ain't letting those. Listen, y'all. We are not letting a rejection make us feel less than within ourselves. The devaluation does not come because people are not valuing us. We're just with the wrong people. Let me tell y'all a story. Let me tell y'all a story. Right? I was selling some equipment. Now, I've never used the whole eBay, Facebook Marketplace. This is my first time, right? And I learned something. This was like 2 years ago. I closed the business and we were like selling all the equipment in it or whatever, everything that I could sell. So I learned something during this process, right? Just I would have an item. People would come look at it and be like, oh, no. They would be like, no, like, no. Like, no. I would feel like, dang. Then people will come and look at that same item and be like, oh, this is exactly what I need. This is exactly what I need. Yeah, 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 let me get that. Let me get that. How much you want? They're willing to pay double, triple, quadruple, right? The other person was like, no. It taught me something right then and there. I mean, every item kept going the same way. Some people came in like, no. Other people was like, this is what I need. Oh my God, this is exactly what I need. My point in saying that to you was that whatever it is that you are, whatever it is that you're doing, there's someone who values that. That's where you should be putting that effort, time, and product into. The people who value it. You could be the best thing ever, but if you are in an environment where you are not valued, it means nothing. Doesn't mean you're you never self devalue because you're just around the wrong people. There's tools, instruments, all types of stuff that can make people very successful, but if they don't know how to use it, it doesn't mean anything. It's useless, right? So when we come back to devaluation of self, we cannot let the rejection. It's cool and it's not nothing to take personal. They just can't use it. It's just what it is. It's not a thing that they get upset and say, okay, I'm just not good enough or whatever. We have to keep maneuvering until we get to a place where we are valued, just like we value ourselves. We need to we need to find that. Listen, y'all, it doesn't matter how many people tell you no. It does not matter when you get the yes. I'm told no all the time. I don't even think about it when I'm told no anymore. I don't even think about it. It's all good when I'm told no. What's up over there on Instagram? I see y'all. Yeah, we don't even think about it when we told no. Listen, y'all, my magic number to being told no at any company is 7. 7 people have to tell me no. I am going to do a live. I was thinking about doing a whole ebook titled "You Don't Have to Pay." As much as y'all love money, it's a lot of things that we pay that you don't have to pay. No one knows. No one knows. So much stuff we pay we don't have to pay. But listen, let me get back on topic. You have to tell me no 7 times. If I call the water department and I need help or I need something done or something, 7 people have to tell me no before I accept that no. I don't accept no. Who are you talking to? No. The answer is no. I'll call back and talk to 7 people. Seriously. I know, listen, y'all, people be like, I ain't got time. Man, listen, if you want to get things done, you got to make time. People get so irritated and they just pay the first thing somebody tell them. You could be paying something you don't have to pay. This person on the phone could be blocking you from something major that needs to be done for your life. This could be, what if this is the admissions that's holding your degree or holding you back your credits or something? And they're just like, no, just because they don't feel like doing their job. And now your whole life is stifled because you just took that as word. We ain't doing that. No, we're not taking those, especially when it comes to us. We're not doing that. Yeah. What's up over there? What's up? What's up, Instagram ambassador? You coming on early in the live or what? What's up? What we doing? What we doing? And it's one thing, y'all, to say we don't devalue ourselves, and it's another thing to actually put it in place, okay? Those are 2 different things. Because it's easy for us to sit here and talk, and for me to be like, I know my value. I know it's easy for us to do that. That's very easy. But when you get into a room and you are around astute people that are trying to get you to be as devalued as humanly possible, are you going to stand up to that? What if you get blackballed if you say no? These are things that people go through. So they devalue themselves because they don't want to get blackballed. They don't want to be looked at as difficult. Are you willing to stand up to these things so that you are not living in a sense of devaluation? Y'all, I got to talk about this since we are on this topic. Remember Taraji P. Henson? Remember she did the color purple, the recent color purple, and she made a comment that went viral about not getting paid what she thought she should get paid. Right? Remember that? So here's the thing. I'm all about what's fair, for sure. Like, what, like, come on. I'm all about what's fair. I would have probably overpaid her. That's how I do business. I'm always undercutting myself just to make sure I'm not using people and stuff like that. Okay. But my thing is, when Taraji agreed to the amount that the color purple deal was given, when she agreed to it, in my opinion, that's what the deal is. Am I wrong? I mean, whether it's a devaluation, I don't know if we should then go on a smear campaign or even mention it if you agreed to it. Am I wrong? Am I wrong? What's up? Am I wrong? Am I wrong? Cat Drea is on Instagram with her email address. I don't know. I don't know how the deals go. But once you agree to a number, your time of negotiation was before you agreed. Am I wrong? That's when you lay it on the table when it's the hard time to do it. I mean, it was brave of her because she could have got blackballed, honestly, for doing it when she did it. That wasn't the easiest thing to do either. So, all right, I'm about to bring Drea on. Hey,
Hey, cousin.
what's going
What's
on?
up? Nothing
So what's
in the
up?
kitchen
What's
today
up?
cooking.
Divide,
What's
what you saying
up?
about the topic?
Man, you could devalue yourself and you don't even know that you doing it to yourself.
Right,
Like,
real
it
right.
is so easily done in so many different things. And sometimes you could just be moving through so fast, just moving through life, doing this and this and that, and don't even realize it's going on. But the important thing is when you do take that break and you do realize what you're doing is to change it, you know? Especially if you got issue with, some people is cool with that, which is really not a cool situation. But if you find yourself devaluing yourself, it's definitely some things in your life you want to change.
Mm. What are some ways that people can devalue themselves, you think?
Oh man. Cause at first when you were saying that, I'm like, man, I'm a 10 on this joint. I don't devalue myself. Then you mentioned like in a relationship, if you ever played the fool. So I'm like, okay, yeah. So dealing with people, and this before I got married, Joel. Before I got married, y'all know I love my baby. But yeah, I have devalued myself. Just just knowing what's going on and accepting the lies, and no, it wasn't no abuse, but like knowing the person lying, just like, okay, you want to do that, okay. La. Then you want to act like, yeah, that's straight devalue. Because in the end,
Yeah,
when you look back on it, your feelings is the one hurt,
yeah,
but you accepted it. Anything that's
yeah.
gonna hurt your feelings, don't do it. Don't do it.
That's real.
And
That is so
yeah,
real. That's a good rule. Like
yeah,
that's a good rule, yo. Yeah,
anything.
and if somebody's lying to you and it hurts you, you best believe it's going to keep happening. And then guess
Yeah,
what? They gonna lie
absolutely.
about they they might start having oh my goodness, like putting your health at risk. Yeah, like anything.
Yeah,
Like the one thing I
anything.
have not been through, and I think people know not to go there with me. But the one thing I have not been through is really touching my money. I think people
Oh
know
yeah.
we're gonna have some serious problems. You can do almost
Serious
anything else.
problem.
Yeah, we're gonna do almost anything else, and I pretty much get it together. And I'm a sucker. That's my number one sucker thing is the whole dating
Hey
and romance
Kitty,
thing. I
remember
am a
you tried to
sucker.
beat me up?
Huh?
That's how
No.
that's how you told me to hold the money and I went and give it back to you.
Huh?
No,
No.
I'm
Oh,
just playing, y'all. I'm just playing. I'm just playing.
no, for real. Hey, no, you playing. Hey, y'all. I,
No, I'm just playing.
Yo,
I'm
TikTok
just
is
playing.
wild, and I'm on a whole nother live, y'all. I can't. They got 4 people on TikTok. I just did something wrong. Hold on,
Oh
I
Smith.
I gotta get off. Y'all doing the verses? I can't do that right now. I'm teaching. I gotta decline. I'm teaching. Click me out. Next time, y'all. All right, next time. That's what's up. Oh, that's what's up. TikTok a whole nother world. I gotta come on here another time. Can y'all click me off? Dang, my fault. I guess we just stuck on. I mean, guess we just stuck on here.
Oh
Oh,
Smith.
they trying. Yeah, disconnect me. All right. But all right, we good. Dad, they just put me in the challenge. I never did that before on TikTok.
Oh wow.
Oh shit. All right, so yeah, so there are many different ways to devalue yourself, right? So we can
Mm-hmm.
devalue ourselves like in relationships, romantic relationships. We can
Mm-hmm.
devalue ourselves to our children, really. Let me tell y'all, if y'all don't set
Mm-hmm.
boundaries with children, you are completely devalued. Your word,
Yeah.
nothing means nothing. Kids
Yep.
hate not having boundaries. So they push it even harder because they really mad. Like you just letting me
Yep.
leave for days, you ain't called or nothing. They get mad and
Right.
then they go even harder further. Because they trying to
Yep.
get it's a natural thing to try to get to the boundary. Then your whole life they
Mm-hmm.
treat you horrible. Like kids with parents that didn't set
Yeah.
boundaries, they treat you horrible, bro. Like the
Yep. They
parents who
grow up
set
with
good boundaries,
resentment.
yeah, they get resentment and then they think you just supposed to. When you set the
Yep.
boundary later in life, they act like you did the worst thing to them. So
Yep.
you have devalued your presence, your word, everything with your children. And then,
Everything.
I just think when it comes to business, like if you provide a product or a service and your service or product, I mean, there is business tactics of making your price low just to get
Right.
people in. And then you flood them with a higher price once they super dependent on you. Amazon did that. I mean, that's a good business strategy in a lot of
Absolutely.
things when they feel
Yeah.
like it's going to work. But when you devalue on yourself, there's a lot of companies who also went out of business like that too, where they have an
Yeah.
amazing product and they too cheap and it's being exploited. Y'all,
Yeah.
it's just so many things. Like I'm just thinking about SEPTA, right? So this girl got on the this girl got on the bus and shot the SEPTA worker, killed him.
What?
He asked
Oh.
for the fare. He asked for the money for the fare, and she was having a rough day or whatever, and she wound up snapping and killing him. So then
Oh
SEPTA
wow.
told the workers, "Look, don't go back and forth with the patrons. Just let them on the SEPTA bus. Just don't even go back and forth." Right? The Philly is so rude and ignorant. They hear this and they exploit it, right? They like getting they get on the buses like crazy. Like we ain't got paid. People like so many people telling me, oh yeah, we ain't
Yeah.
got paid. They ain't got paid.
Yeah.
So I
All the
said to y'all,
time.
I seen it coming. I said SEPTA is not going to be able to afford this. Like what y'all doing? They're not going to be
Yeah.
able to afford it. They're going to start cutting routes. Sure
Yep.
enough, the routes where y'all need them to go, they start cutting.
Yep. Yep. Yeah,
Like
well, they
businesses can't
tried to
afford
cut.
this.
They tried to. The city stopped them. The city did stop them, and now they want the police, the transit police on there, but they don't have enough of them on all the routes.
And people exploit it
Yeah.
when they see an
Yep.
opening and people exploit it, but somebody has to pay somewhere. It's just
Yeah.
that's why when we
Yep.
live in this climate where people are just doing the minimum after COVID, it's like people like, I don't have to work as hard. I don't have, everywhere you
Yep.
go, everyone's just doing the minimum. Like everywhere you go, people ain't even answering like it's just
Yeah, it's crazy out here. It's crazy out here.
it's crazy out here.
It is.
PGO, what's going on? Where you chatting them from? It's wild and crazy out here, dude.
Yeah, it is. But you know, eh, devaluing yourself and not devaluing yourself, you gotta learn yourself and know yourself and learn from your past mistakes. How much you can take as a person, how much you can take and you willing to take, and what you won't take.
Right.
And then you gotta go get it. Like for
Go get it.
example,
Mm-hmm.
I just started working recently.
Mm-hmm.
Took me about a year to get this job and it's only part-time. Why it take so long? Not because I'm not qualified, it's because nobody wanted to give me what I wanted. I went on several
Mm.
interviews. I wanted me a full-time or part-time. It didn't really matter, full-time or part-time overnight. I went on
Mm.
about 10 interviews. Some of them
Wow.
on Indeed said they had the overnight position. I went there. They calling me back. Oh, we only got this position. I'm cool. That's not what I want to do. Y'all not going to have me work something to benefit y'all. That's not going to benefit me.
Mm,
And so, yeah, I just started working in January after like a year looking for
right.
what I wanted. But yeah, y'all all said no. This one job said yeah. So that's what I was waiting for. You gotta be able to put in the work and have patience and so you don't devalue yourself.
That's a good point. I
And that
don't
go
think people. Go ahead. I'm sorry.
no, I was gonna say that just goes along with the pay, not only the position, but the pay rate too. Cause I remember I turned down like two jobs that gave me the position, but y'all
Right.
wasn't paying what I wanted. So, and my husband looking at me sideways like, thought you was gonna get a job. Listen, I am. Soon as they give me what I wanted, I'm not. But you said you want a job. Listen, I'm at the point in my life, I'm not going to do anything just for a dollar. I'm going to do
Mm,
what I want to do. And that's
mm,
what's going to be done because it's something out there that I want to do. And it's somewhere somebody got it available and I just got to go find it. If it's,
mm. Real,
if it
real. That's
taking
real.
me, yeah.
That's
If
real.
you want it that bad, you got to go get it.
And I think as you're talking, I don't think people are willing to sacrifice time. Like, say if like they want money today, or like
Mm-hmm.
they just want to work, or they just want a relationship. They just want somebody to be in a relationship with.
Yeah.
So they just put anybody there that's not supposed to be there, because you're not
Mm-hmm.
willing to wait for a quality partner or a quality job or a quality position or a quality house. Anything you do, you rushing,
Mm-hmm.
just trying
Yep.
to fill that void. Like, no, I want to live here. I want to live, everything you can apply this to, like you saying, like, I want this
Yep.
job. I want you do that with everything you do. You can get what you want
Everything
out
you
of life.
do.
You're not devaluing yourself. You want this particular vehicle. You want this particular house. You want this particular like lifestyle. You want whatever it is you can put
Exactly.
put in
Yep.
place there, but are you willing to be patient for it?
Yep.
The thing, I don't think people are. I think people like, I just
Yeah.
settle for this, man. I'm sick
Yeah.
of looking, man. I'm sick of looking. I just
Mm-hmm.
drive this for now. But if you was patient, quit the bus a little 6 months. 6 months is long.
Yeah,
See,
that's
then you
all
get what you
about.
want. But
Right.
you get what you want.
Yeah,
But that's
you
the
get what you
thing.
wanted.
That's the thing
Yeah.
about people, though. They're not willing to sacrifice nothing. That's why I'm like, how could you expect to have what people had that sacrifice what you're not willing to sacrifice? You see what I'm saying?
Right.
People
You
be like,
can.
I want that. Like they look at you and say, I want that job, but they don't know what you sacrificed to get there.
Right. Mm-hmm.
But they want it though,
Yep.
but they're not willing to do what you did. But they're not patient enough.
Yep. And I find that's a lot of people issue is patience. And I never thought I had a lot of patience. Cause I be going off in my head. I be cussing people out. So cousin Lex was like, "You so patient." When I had my son, they like, "You so patient." He's wild, and I'm just like, "Am I patient?" And I can sit there in the doctor's office for an hour and a half, and just be like, "Wait a minute, why they ain't called me yet?" And I really start noticing like my patience is on 1,000. And a
Yeah.
lot of people do not have that. And I really don't even realize or know where that patience come from. I
Can
don't.
you see Lex comments? Lex said, "Come on, interview, laughy face, heart, hand emoji." Heal thyself. What's
Uh,
going on Instagram? Yo, that's crazy. You said it an hour and a half. Like, dang, but why they ain't call me? That's a
yeah. I
devaluation
remember
of
one.
time. You too patient.
Yeah.
I told you, I'll be at a cross between we need to be patient and we have no time. I'll be
Yeah.
at a cross
Right.
right there. Like, what are we doing?
Hmm. Yeah,
Yeah.
I got picked that and I definitely there's something I have to work on because Maybe I'm devaluing myself with my patience.
Mm,
I need to get on the other side, like I'm running out of time, and pick up the pace a little bit. Cause I'm chilled, I'm laid back. I ain't doing that. I'm all old. But yeah,
you're
I think I
young.
need to pick up the pace a little bit
Right.
to
You
get
need to
on
have
that
a give.
other side.
Be patient where it benefits you, and be hasty where it benefits you. You know, you gotta have
Right.
discernment on where you need to be, which way where. You know.
Mm-hmm. And that's
But
it.
you,
That's where I could definitely use some improvement at, because it's like I be procrastinating. Now I know. It's not a good thing, but it's definitely something where I could be better on.
mhm. Yeah. Well, I appreciate you coming on. I'm gonna bring you back. They
Yep.
be asking for you, so I'm
Oh,
always
thank
bring you back
you.
on.
Mm-hmm.
All right, cousin, love you. Oh, my mom says she late. Hey, cousin, I'm all late. I don't know if you see her comments.
Uh-uh. Hey,
Yeah, she
cousin.
said. All right, cousin.
All
Talk to you
right,
soon.
cousin. All
Love you.
right.
All right.
Love you more.
All right, y'all. We back. Devaluation of self, y'all. Whatever it is that you know you are capable of and your value, whatever that is, wait until someone finds that value in you. Whether it's an employer, whether it's people you just hang out with, some people are treated poorly because they're just not around the right people that receive them. But like I said, we devalue ourselves in certain ways. My mom is here now. Mom, I was telling them how whatever number I say, we talking about devaluation of self. Devaluation of self. Just to recap, everybody who's just coming in, we were talking about devaluation of self. I gave reference to we know people who are great at painting and doing all types of stuff as we were growing up. My mom said, "Just don't play in my face." Okay. So you took this really good painter, and because they had a crack addiction or something like that, you were able to just give him $20. He'll paint. He'll do whatever you want. People devalue themselves because you know they had different things going on, or maybe they were just so desperate. And people exploit you when you have devalued yourself. And like Drea said, she waited a year and a half to get the exact position and pay that she wanted. Are we willing to wait for the blessing that God has in front of us? Another thing I referenced was when I had to sell, different equipment and things like that. One person would come look at the equipment and they would be like, "This, I don't want that." Another person come and say, "This is exactly what I wanted. Exactly. Oh my God, paying double, triple, whatever it is I wanted." We might just be around the wrong people. Don't let other people's evaluation of us or valuation of us determine how we feel about ourselves, because we might just be in front of the wrong people. People make a fortune off of you devaluing yourself. Please don't do it. But mom, I was saying, I was saying that whatever number I say about anything, you always want more. I don't care what it is we're doing. I don't care what it is that's going on. If I say one number, you always want more. Like, I don't know. I said maybe I'm devaluing myself. I don't know. Because my mom, I don't care what it is. We could be, I don't care what it is that we're doing. If I say one number, my mom's gonna want more. She's gonna say the price should be more. Yeah. All right, y'all. So back to our scale. I'm gonna tell y'all where I'm at on the scale. One being just knowing when to remove what you've been comfortable with can be tough but necessary. Okay, mom, dropping the gems. Okay, all right. Scale of 1 through 10. How good are we at valuing ourselves? Always what's next. Always. Yes. Always what's next. Y'all, I like that my mom just said that. And she put it in caps, and I'm so glad I seen it. Y'all, don't get stuck. Always go to what's next. You can't get stuck. Do you know some people can get stuck for years off of just a rejection, off of just one thing that someone said that they value? My mom said you have to know your worth. Y'all, always keep going to the next thing. Always keep finding what's next. Kat said don't settle for less. Even if you gotta just keep getting up and moving, just get up, just go. Okay. Okay, messaging from Kit. Okay, we see you. Um, y'all, exactly how you feel about yourself radiates off of you. Exactly how you feel about yourself. People can kind of determine how you feel about yourself, how you show up, how you look, how you present yourself. Sometimes if you look a certain way, if you're fat, you skinny, they just come up with an understanding of how you feel about yourself. And they try to devalue you based off of that. But I don't care what you look like. I don't care what it is going on with you. Long as you keep the valuation of self up within you mentally, they can't play you. They'll see it real. They'll see it quick. Like, oh, this ain't one we can get over with that. Put that with. My mom said, once completed, okay, what's next? This is exactly how you have to be. You are stuck here, and there could be opportunity for you for the next thing. But because you are so stuck here, because of the inability to move, people hate change. People hate change. Fuka, pretty girl rock, what's going on? People hate change, so they're never on to what's next, right? They're just stuck in that same relationship, that same job, everything is the same. That's where they're comfortable at. Even though it's more opportunity, more happiness, more everything on the next thing, it's just so comfortable being here. So they would forfeit everything great moving to just stay where it's most comfortable. Right? Y'all, get obstacles out your way. Get things out your way. Go on to what's next. If you need help figuring out what's next for you, because I think that's the issue with a lot of people, is that you can't figure out what's next for you. You can talk to me. I mean, I can come up with hello. So we can come out with a very specific plan for your life, for your capabilities and what you're good at. I can work directly with you. You can go on keylifecoaches.com and you can book me directly, and we can talk about exactly what you have going on and how we can outline what's next for you. Okay. Me and my mom don't play. We get this out the way, we on to this, we on to that, we on and on and on. You talk to us in 6 months, we ain't even on what we was on today. What cousin is that? Instagram ambassador? This is how you got to start getting, y'all. This is how you get to other possibilities. If you keep doing the same thing, you are stuck in the same possibility of what you've always gotten. You are too capable. God has made you too amazing to stay right here with the same outcomes constantly. You're choosing the same men, the same jobs, the same environment, you're choosing all the same stuff. That's what you're going to always get the outcome from. You will never be everybody cup of tea. People get uncomfortable when they see your growth and try to discourage you. Be careful who you share your dreams with. Oh, mom said that, y'all. Mom said that. That's that's big. That's a whole other live. That's big. Y'all, we gotta watch who we give our light and energy to, because you don't want to be torn down. Life is going to tear us down anyway. Life just living is going to tear us down. We can't we gotta pick and choose the people we have around us that make us feel good, that lift us up, that make us happy, excited. And then within yourself, make sure you know your value within yourself. Know your value. Don't settle for nothing less. I don't care how long it takes. I don't care how long it takes, y'all. I'm so glad Drea came on here and said what she said because, yeah, we are just, oh, I just need a job. Let me just jump into this job. Let me just do this for now. That just for now job, now you're there 20 years, 30 years. You at that just for now job where you could have waited a little longer, 6 months, a year, a little longer. Now you at a job that makes sense financially, the people, everything about it, how you feel. You don't think it's worth it? You don't think it's worth waiting to meet a quality partner as opposed to just putting the next person that gave you attention right there beside you? You don't think it's worth it? Now, when it's said and done, y'all know it's worth it. But are you willing to do it in the meantime? Are y'all willing to sacrifice to get what you need? Are y'all willing to sacrifice to get exactly what you want out of life? I'm telling y'all right now, don't think you're going to have what other people have if you're not willing to sacrifice what other people have sacrificed. Your lack of patience, you're always going to get shortchanged. Remember that, y'all. Your lack of patience, you are always going to get shortchanged. Okay? You make sure you are patient until you get exactly what it is you want. It's there. It's so much going on, y'all. It's so much out here. It is there. What you want is here. God has made it for you. Exactly what you want. Don't settle for nothing else. Don't settle for nothing else. All right, y'all. Let me go to the scale. 1 through 10. Where are we at? I want to hear some answers. One, you totally devalue yourself. 10, you value yourself. Where are we? Where are we? I'm gonna just keep it cool because my number is always here and my mom's is always up here. I'm gonna just hit it with an 8. You know, I know how valuable I am. I'm not gonna say I don't. I know how valuable I am. I really do, actually. But I do have an issue with trying to give a deal. I do have an issue there. So I struggle there. And of course, I struggle romantically. Okay. So there I am, being vulnerable with y'all. I'm always vulnerable with y'all. So I don't think I make the right decisions all the time. Well, I haven't. Okay, we're making good decisions. Okay, but I will say in the past I have not made the best decisions when it comes to dating. But I think I am moving forward. I hope so. I pray for that for myself. Yeah, we're not devaluing thyself that way anymore. Okay. But yeah, I think 8 because I'll say a certain amount and my mom always wants more. Praying for you too. Oh, keep praying for me. I value you 1000%. I value you too, mom. I value you too, above and beyond. If no one else values me, I know my mother does. I know she does. But y'all, it's all about how you feel about yourself, though, because everybody can see your value, but unless you see it for yourself, you're gonna compromise everywhere you are, every step of every you are with yourself 24/7. There are too many decisions to make on a constant basis, right? So you have to have serious value within yourself, but you're gonna cut yourself at everything you do all throughout your day. You're not gonna set boundaries. People are gonna walk all over you. You're not when your boss asks you to do extra work on top of your work, you're gonna just do it, right? These are ways of sort of, I would say, devaluing yourself in certain ways and things like that because um you need to know when to set boundaries. You're too valuable not to. People respect you more. And I mean that at work. I mean that in relationships. I mean that with your children. This is a sign of value of self. You don't be everywhere when you're valuable. You know that, right? Y'all do know that, right? When you are valuable, you're not everywhere. That's for the devalue. That's too, when you everywhere, that brings your value down, y'all. You can be on, you can put posts up, they say be everywhere in terms of that, but you physically cannot be everywhere or you bring your value down. People have too much access to you. And what you say, that's it. That's a complete sentence. We're not compromising on what we say. If that's how you feel, let me tell y'all something, y'all. Your first reaction or response or just whatever the command is, that's what it is. My mom said, with God, love, and guidance, anything is possible. This is so true. This is so true. Literally anything is possible. Pretty girl, right? She said, that's why I'm learning now how to keep my behind out the way. Yeah. Yeah. When you show up, it's valuable. Yeah. They know, like, oh, what? So it's okay? What? Yeah. You ain't just everywhere. No. You get devalued that way. Y'all, I pray for y'all. I pray for y'all every day. I love doing these lives. Keep God first in everything. Yeah, my mom said keep God first in everything. Yes, y'all. Your faith, your faith in God, you're the creator. God made you so special, y'all. I just can't. I wish I can give all y'all the value that you are worth. I wish I could. I mean, I wish I really could. But these are things, I keep saying this on every single live. These are things that you have got to have within you. It's the only way to really hone in the power and God's grace over your life. It's the only way. You have to have it within you. You have to do everything that it takes to make sure it is in you. Keep all the right people around you, right? You have to keep your spirit intact at all times. My mom said, know that you are capable and belong in any room you walk into. This is major. There's nobody more capable. There's nobody that's been here. There's nobody like you. Right now, right here. My mom said, we are kings and queens. There's nobody like you. Don't let them devalue y'all. Please, y'all. Whatever stake it is, whatever it is that you are trying to accomplish, it is there. It is somebody who wants it. Do not think you're asking for too much. You're not. Do not think it's not available to you. It is. Like Drea said in the live, you just gotta seek it out. And you have to be patient. Y'all gotta be patient. Y'all devaluing yourselves from lack of patience. Y'all just like, well, I just need this and I just need that. Oh, they was taking too long, so I just let them give me this. That's what y'all do. Be patient for the true blessing, y'all. And when you see the blessing, know that that is the blessing, and you seize the opportunity. Do not see your blessing and not understand that that's the blessing that God has sent you. Because a lot of people do that too. They'll be too patient and pass on all of their blessings. That's another thing people do. We're not passing on our blessings in this season, y'all. When we see our blessings, we are jumping all over it. We are not passing on our blessings this season, y'all. I love y'all. Please like, subscribe, and share from whatever platform you are on. Please like, subscribe, and share from whatever platform y'all are on. Y'all know I love talking to y'all. I would do this I would do this all the time. The one thing I want y'all to do for free for me is just like, subscribe, and share as much as you can. Okay. And if you need to talk before then, you can go on keylifecoaches.com and you can book me anytime. Anytime. Y'all can you can book me anytime. I'll talk to you anytime. So there's a open schedule if you go on keylifecoaches.com and you can book me. And your session can be split up the way you want. You can do half the time family, half the time couples therapy. You can do whatever you want. You can break it up whatever you want. If you need advice on different business tactics that you might want to do, or real estate, or in Philly, anything you want to know, you can pick my brain for that entire hour, which is extreme. The price is low, y'all. Okay, the price is low because you can pick my brain for an entire hour. on keylifecoaches.com. I don't know what our topic is for tomorrow, but please, oh, you could also do 30-minute sessions too. But put your notifications on so you can see the topic for. My cousin said we're going to do couples therapy. Now, y'all, is a therapist supposed to do therapy with somebody that they know? Am I going to be biased? I have so many family and friends asking for therapy, but am I going to be biased, y'all? Y'all know that rule that therapists can't be a therapist to people that they know? Do y'all know that rule? Do y'all know? He said no. Y'all have to get a therapist that does not know y'all, cousin. We're gonna make sure we make therapy work. We're not gonna. I need to come in not knowing who you are. That is gonna be very important. For the record, I have turned down. I talk to my family and friends for free. TikTok said it's on mute. I'm about to get off the live anyway. I talk to my family and friends for free, y'all. So y'all don't have to pay me because I can't be effective and unbiased. So we're not going to do that. We're not going to do that. I love y'all. I love y'all. I will see y'all on the next review. Please put your notifications on, like, subscribe, and share. Anybody watching the live later. Canvas, what's going on? We are leaving. I hope you can rewatch the live. What's up, Canvas? How you feeling today? Anybody watching the live later, thank you so much. Please answer the scale and leave any suggestions on any lives that you want me to cover, any topics that you want me to cover. Please put that in the chat when you rewatch the live. I see all of the comments and I'm looking for you to come and say what you want to talk about. No, I'm sorry, Canvas. I will definitely be on tomorrow. I'll definitely be on tomorrow. All right, tomorrow. Put your notifications on. I will see y'all tomorrow. 7 o'clock, Campus. 7 o'clock Eastern Standard Time. Love you always, cousin. Thank you. Love you, Drea. All right, y'all. Love y'all.